Hi, I'm Ethan. I love muzzleloading, and this is the coolest pocket knife I've ever seen. What we have here is an English Boxlock flintlock pistol bolted to or screwed to a beautifully forged, beautifully made English folding knife. On one side here, we have an English Boxlock pistol. Towards the rear, we have our grip or our handle. We have a small trigger on the bottom. We have our flintlock Boxlock lock here. And then we have a 32 caliber barrel here out at the front. On the other side, we have two beautiful horn panels riveted to the side of the knife. We have a beautiful floral motif here back at the rear with our screw complementing our bolster here at the front, which is also iron screwed to the main body of this knife. So imagine you're on the dirty back alleys of London somewhere. You have somebody accosting you for your coins or for maybe your fancy socks or something. You blast them with your Boxlock pistol, but oh no, he's got a buddy. What do you do then? You fold out this big hog leg of a knife blade here, and you try to get out of this fix, I guess. Just something unique. You know, whenever I come to the Rock Island Auction Company, I try to look at some of the standard stuff that people want to see, that people ask about. And then every now and then they've got something just weird like this. And it's something I just have to look at. And this is the kind of stuff, you know, it's not a big name. It's not a Dickert. It's not a Hawken. It's not, you know, it's not a Colt. But it's weird. It's neat. It's different. Something you don't see every day. And that's something I really enjoy about these antiques. Just looking at it here as I'm talking to you, here on the back side of our Boxlock, we have a nice little compartment. We have a little patch box there. Maybe for a couple extra balls. You know, maybe you have a pocket powder flask or something to keep yourself loaded up. But there's your little, you know, standard capacity magazine back there at the back for your self-defense, for your subcompact Boxlock pistol knife. You know, it balances well. You know, you can hold it kind of like this. Or maybe, you know, just if you're like me, you could cut up an apple with this, you know, or maybe cut up some sausage. I don't know. It's kind of a neat little piece of history. Something you don't see a whole lot. On our Boxlock side here, we have some really standard English style engraving in line with our trigger and the lock assembly. We have a beautiful flower on one of the bases of our bolt. With some simple line borders, and then we kind of have a circular dot border along the bottom. Coming out from our flower here with some beautiful scrolls, you know, pretty standard. There are some nicks and some dings into this lock plate face, which makes me think this could have been carried in a pocket at least for some time, maybe with some spare change rattling up against it. Doesn't take away from the quality of this piece at all, but again, you know, like I talk about with a lot of these pieces, it's nice to see some use. It's nice to see some wear on this stuff that you know, it could have been used and carried. On top of our little compartment here at the tail end, we have some simple line borders matching with the main lock plate face. We have a small quarter flower up at the top. Coming from that flower, some beautiful scrolls. And then we have a stork or a heron head coming out of there, possibly an egret head engraved in there to fill up some of that space and give us a little bit of a different look, a different motif than the rest of the piece. Just something neat, you know, something different. Not everything in muzzleloading is going to be long rifles and muskets. Sometimes you have to have something neat. You have to have something weird like this, you know, and I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at it here today as much as I have. This is the kind of stuff that gets me going. This is the kind of stuff that's like, okay, you know, people were a little cagey. People were thinking, people were trying to make something different. And this is a fine example of that. I'm Ethan. I love muzzleloading. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to learn more about something like this, you know, an oddity in muzzleloading like this Boxlock knife, I encourage you to check out the Rock Island Auction Company social media pages. We're going to be sharing a lot of high quality photos and videos of this and many other beautiful muzzleloaders for you to check out. I'm Ethan. I love muzzleloading. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. I wouldn't mess with a guy if he pulled this out. I mean, come on. You just think he's a little kooky, right?